A year ago, I started visualizing what I wanted as a dream job. And today, I've been working at that dream job with every single quality that I wanted. This is not a normal or an easy job to get necessarily. And I managed to do it because I aligned to the reality where it was possible and I knew that it was right for me. I knew it was bound to happen. And it aligned to the T. All these minor details that I had fleeting thoughts about. Like I wanted to be able to walk to my workplace. I wanted it to be purposeful and filled with community. I wanted there to be a black cat that I could hang out with, but not that I would own. I wanted there to be a dog. These were some of these ideas about the animals weren't even connected to the workplace, but they were fleeting thoughts that I had, yet ended up happening through my work, and I ended up at the most perfect place I ever could have asked for. This is the first time I have actively manifested something so well. So I really did a deep dive to look at how this was possible, what I did, so that you can follow these steps and do it yourself. First, I want to clarify that I have a understanding of the laws that guide our universe, the laws of God, if you want to call it that way, the forces that make it possible for us to truly create together with the universe and not just be a victim of our lives. And these are laws such as the law of attraction. And basically this just means that whatever you have a strong emotion for, you will receive, as long as you don't have any resistance against it. In the end of the day, the force that we give the most energy to will win. And if we get stuck in feelings of fear or guilt or shame or anything else, then that's going to overcome the desire to change our life. So we want to make sure that we eliminate all of the resistance. This is the basis of creating our new life and how we know that it is possible. These are the forces at play. Then I made sure to get really clear about what it was that I desired. I wanted a higher pay. I wanted to be self-sufficient and have the responsibility of my job. I wanted to have full creative control over what I did. And I wanted to have responsibility and freedom in that. And I wanted to be paid a lot. Per day, I get paid around $500. And this was something that I'd never been paid this high of a rate before in my life. But I knew it was possible because I knew other people had done it. And something that helped me too was before I started doing this independently, I got put into a situation where I was helping someone else in the kitchen years ago, and I saw how much they were getting paid, and so I already knew that it was possible. But it is possible for you even if you don't have a situation in your life where you have gotten to experience it in some way, shape, or form. You just have to find either a person that you can look up to as sort of an idol, that you can relate to their background or their situation, and they've overcome their situation and they've done something that you find inspiring and powerful. So find someone to relate to, or find a situation to hold on to that reminds you that it is possible for you too. Because truly there is nothing that separates you from your goal. You are not a victim. You can be in a situation that is more challenging. Everybody has different challenges of varying degrees, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Just find someone who has been in your situation and who has done it. Find and start looking for every reason why it is possible for you. because the more reasons you find, the more you will truly start to believe that it is possible for you, and that power of possibility will start to override the beliefs that say this is not possible for me. And it's so easy to get stuck in the victim stuff, but it is just a false belief. At the end of the day, it is a false belief. And we can decide if we want to give energy to that, or if we want to give the energy to the new possibility that we want to follow, the new possibility that would make us more happy. Otherwise, if we were happy now, why would we change? We want change because we're not happy. First, understand the laws of attraction. Second, understand what you want. Start designing, start creating a couple of ideas. And this doesn't mean you have to have the whole life plan, figured out. Start off small. I started off with a work thing that naturally didn't feel that difficult to achieve because I had already been in that zone and experienced something similar. So maybe don't start with becoming a millionaire immediately, but start with something that would still challenge you, but isn't too out there, I want great things for my life, but I'm taking it one step at a time. It's like setting smaller goals. So what is the most important thing you could manifest right now in your life that you desire, and that would change your life significantly, and that would change the way that you feel about yourself significantly, and that feels reasonable? So you need to start believing in yourself. You need to start believing that it is possible, and you need to start making those beliefs stronger than the idea that you are not capable. I believed that I was capable for this cooking thing because I had done a little bit of that work before. I have cooked a lot in my life, generally compared to other people. I have been vegan, vegetarian, so I know I would fit into the vegetarian cooking space. And I also got a culinary education online. In hindsight, now I kind of feel like it was unnecessary, but at the time I felt like I wanted to do it to really secure the fact that I was capable of doing this. But at the same time, a lot of education, depending on what you're choosing to do, can be a waste of money. Just use your own discretion. A lot of the times we are far more qualified for the things we want to do than we are ready to accept. I also understood that there would be challenges, but I decided to feel confident in the fact that I could overcome those challenges with time. All of the challenges aren't going to come all at once, and there's always going to be things you need to overcome in a new situation. And we know that from different times where we have started jobs or started a new relationship or moved somewhere. There is change, and we're always overcoming difficulties. And even if it's easy to feel resistance because we can make up like, oh, this is so new and so different from whatever I have done before in my life that I don't even know what the challenges are going to be. But just ignore it. Like, realize, yes, there will be challenges. Maybe just look back at your life. I have achieved so much, even if I'm young or whatever, and I have the power. And even if I don't feel like I have it right now, I will figure it out, because you will. You will. I also believed that there was a reality where my specific interests and my specific skills would be very valued, and I believed that this reality would match up with what I wanted to receive. I believed that there was a place where I would be able to walk to work and experience this community and purpose where they would equally value my specific skills, my specific personality that I have to offer. There is so much possibility in the world, so much. There are so many people who will love you, appreciate you, pour into you, see you, value you. There's endless possibility. And we are also the creator of our reality. we co-create together with the world. So anything that you want to see happen, you can start from where you are now to take steps to make it happen, and it will come through in due time. Then I became very aware of the doubts and the reasons and the things that were holding me back. Certain parts of it was family that didn't want me to leave because I ended up moving very far away to pursue this. Aspects of it was the fear of moving to a new place, the fear of connecting to new people, the fear of getting fired. I worked so hard the first couple times that I got my new job because I was terrified if I didn't do my very, very, very best that I was going to get fired at any moment, which wasn't even close to the reality of the situation. I could have relaxed a bit more and had more fun, but all I'm saying is it's natural for these fears and doubts and all these negative things to come up for us, and we can acknowledge it. We can acknowledge it, and we can choose to be bigger than it at the same time. We can acknowledge it and say, yes, this feeling is strong and it's a valid feeling, but it doesn't mean I have to feed it more. I can say, okay, I see you, but regardless, even if that happens, I'm going to still believe that there's a reality where that doesn't happen. I believe that there is a reality where I'm supposed to be here and that this will work out, even if it is challenging sometimes. And there's an aspect of also not continuing to please people who want something different for you. For example, I had people in my family who really expressed concern about what I was doing because it was far away. You know, it didn't fit into their values. But the thing was, I felt like this was where I was supposed to be, where I was supposed to go. And so I had to release their fears. Because for years I had been battling with trying to please these people. And at the end of the day, no one knows better than you what is going to make your life feel fulfilling. People are giving you advice from their frequency and where they are at in their life, what they value. And sometimes these aren't truly things that you probably want to value. And so you have to start putting your trust more into yourself, and you have to stop wanting to people please other people, because at the end of the day, they don't know better than you. And second of all, look at their life. Are they happy? Are they fulfilling their heart's desires? Are they accomplishing the things that they want to accomplish? If they're not, why would you listen to them rather than listening to yourself? Because if you listen to them and follow their advice, you're going down the same purpose and path as they are. And oftentimes, most people in this world are more occupied with conforming and just living a life that doesn't fulfill their heart or doesn't push them out of their comfort zone. People just care about being safe. And safety is important and safety is great, but we can go further and aim higher than safety. We can aim for the things we think are impossible. We can aim for changing the world. We can aim for earning more money, for feeling closer to community. We can aim for more purpose in our life. But people are so taught to only value safety and conformity and all these ideals that are good, but we can do better. We should aim to feel as good as possible in this life and to make the most out of our life, instead of staying safe in a little box that we've been taught to value, instead of truly valuing what our soul is telling us to do in this life. An idea that goes hand in hand with this is that I also chose to be unafraid of being different. The path that I decided to go down was wildly different from the majority of the people that I grew up with, that I went to school with. And there were thoughts, and sometimes even kind of recently, there have been thoughts of like, oh, I don't even know how I feel about telling certain people about what I'm doing with my life right now, because I'm afraid of how they will react. But at the end of the day, these people are hardly involved in my life to any degree. And even if they were, the fact that I get to follow my heart, even if it doesn't match their values, should, be way, way, way more important. Your main concern can be living life to your fullest potential, not being afraid of some irrelevant person's opinion. Because at the end of the day, if your life is triggering them, it's probably because they see some truth in the way that you are choosing to live your life. It's probably because at the core, they have some kind of respect for the fact that you're following what you're meant to be doing, and that they are too afraid to do that. That is the only reason why someone would get mad. And that's okay, that's fine, that's how people react often. But that shouldn't hold you back. That should actually inspire you to continue doing what you're doing, because you are meant to be following your path. And you following your path will encourage people who are aware enough to start following their own path as well when their time is right. The most inspiring people are the people who choose to live life the way that they want to, not the ones who stay stuck in some kind of pattern or belief that someone else has imposed on them. After establishing the fact that I matter the most, what makes me happy in my life matters the most, and I decided to give up other people's opinions and put that to the side and follow my heart and follow my desire and know that it was possible, I just took a few simple steps to move in the right direction. Like I said, I did a course to really get more knowledge so that I would feel more comfortable going into a position like this. And second of all, I just reached out to people. I reached out to people that I knew. I reached out online, I sent emails, and I said, hey, can I come by? I don't know, you probably might have a chef already, but can I come and just cook a retreat? And I just asked. And first person I asked reached back and said, yes, come in January. Then I found out their last chef just left. And after the first retreat, they said, we love you, please will you stay? That's how easy it was. That's how easy it was. It could have been, a long journey, and it could have required far more steps. And maybe that is how it goes sometimes. But then just continue working at it. But there's also the possibility that what you want is right across the corner, right around the corner. And all you need to do is deal with the mental stuff first and realize that you don't need to follow anybody else's idea of what it means to live a good life. And if you are afraid that if you leave that idea behind, they're going to stop loving you, because everything we do in life is about love, or it's about the fear of losing love, then realize that you will love yourself if you do this. You will love your life. You will love the new power you find within yourself to live a life that is fully fulfilling. And if this person truly loves you, they will continue to love you. And if they don't, then it's really worthwhile to reconsider why you have a relationship with someone that cannot love you past you conforming to their ideas. With that being said, I wish you all the best of luck in creating whatever you want in your life. This is a process. I've done this once. I will be using this to create different effects in my future. I will be, trying to manifest the relationship. Not even trying. I will be manifesting the relationships that I want, the future jobs that I want, the future way I want my entire life to look, because this is how it works. And this is my first experience getting to experience it for real, which is so, so, so exciting. And remember, the law of attraction is all about emotion. So really think about what you're manifesting. Are you manifesting something that really has the idea of it really brings you a lot of joy? Is it something that you truly, truly, truly want? Is it something that's aligned with your soul? If it's not manifesting and you're doing everything right, maybe that's something you need to reconsider. With that being said, love you all so much, and I'll see you at the next video.